Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with King and Sharif. I'm King.
I'm Sharif.
And tonight we are talking about martial law, I think is what we're
that's what it's called.
calling in the National Guard to the inner cities. So what you think about that?
I'm trying to say what we paying the police for.
Well, the cities that he's ordered the National Guard to go to, the police are doing their job because in most of those cities, crime is at an all-time low.
Chicago?
Chicago.
Is that all-time low?
I mean, despite the rhetoric, crime in many cities, Chicago, Baltimore, New York, San Francisco, has declined in 2025. The homicide and violent crime rates dropped from where they were in 2024. So that begs the question, why are those particular cities being targeted for martial law? Yeah. Why do you think that is, Mr.?
I have no idea.
You don't?
You know. I know you know. When I saw them, I thought crime was up. I don't look at the statistics.
Nah, the larger cities that he's sent the National Guard to, crime is down.
D.C., Chicago.
Yep.
Now he's going to New Orleans, right?
Not New Orleans, New York, Baltimore, and the statistics don't lie. And L.A., yeah. Crime is down in those cities.
So he said the National Guard. What the National Guard supposed to do? Like they just patrol the streets?
That's what they've been doing, yep. Patrolling the streets and...
Put a curfew or something?
I don't necessarily think that it's a curfew, but they are... I don't want to say that they've been intimidating the residents, but they have been making their presence known.
So you think this is a bad thing?
I mean, I think I won't say that it's a bad thing, but I think that it's unnecessary. It's an unnecessary thing because crime's down.
Right.
Like, there's going to be an element of crime everywhere you go, right? But in my mind, if martial law is supposed to be instituted, I would think that it would be in an area where crime is rampant. And in these particular cities, it is not. I think there's a more nefarious underlying reason as to why he sent the National Guard to these particular areas, but I'm just a girl in a bad wig. What do I know?
Why is that? I mean, what do you think? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't think it's right. Because, I mean, that's what you pay. I mean, why are you paying the police?
I know I'm going to get some heat for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think it's racial. I think that that by instituting martial law and by sending the National Guard into those particular cities that are heavily populated by minorities, that he's trying to systematically get us into the streets, people of color into the streets, and have us protest. And up until now, we haven't been doing it. We've been sitting back and watching and observing everything that's come forward.
Why do you think he wants us to protest them? So they can kill us? I'm not sure.
I mean...
You gotta tell me, because I'm lost on this thing. I've never heard of this before. I mean,
really?
I've seen them put the National Guard when they did protest with the Black Lives Matter. I seen them bring...
Okay, all right, that's a very good example of that. So what happened during the Black Lives Matter movement as a whole for people of color?
I'm not sure what happened. All I know is that they ran up, you know what I mean? A few people got hurt, right? There wasn't a lot of deaths, though.
No, there wasn't
not that I know of.
But there was a lot. There was a lot of civil unrest, and I can tell you what happened here in Columbia because I was, a part of. Because my children are somewhat activists, and so they wanted to come out. And I think we talked about it before.
Oh, yeah, they clashed a little bit.
They did clash a little bit. There was.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of cop cars that were turned over and caught on fire, and we were all standing out in front of the Columbia Police Department on Washington Street.
Mm-hmm. I'm there every day.
Yeah, I know you are. And what's the chief's name?
Holbrook.
Right, Chip Holbrook.
Chip Holbrook.
Okay,
yeah.
he was out. He was making a statement to the crowd, and there were a lot of people out there. There were a lot of people out there, and so there were several people in the crowd that had frozen water bottles that started throwing them
At him?
at him while he was on stage. I have my opinions on that. I'm of the belief that some of those people that were there in the crowd weren't local. I believe they were agitators from different states or just different locations trying to rile up the crowd.
Wanting to fight.
Right. Trying to get something started. And there were several arrests that day. And that's what I think the end goal is. I think the end goal is to
stir the people.
Yep. And get us riled up. Because right now we chilling. Like people of color as a whole, even with everything that's going on, especially Black women, we chilling right now. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to be much longer before we have to lace up our boots and hit the ground. But right now we sit back.
I ain't fighting. I ain't protesting.
Why? Well, so I'm kind of a mixed bag on that.
I don't give a shit about themselves. I'm tired of giving a shit about it.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, if you don't care, you know what I mean? Why?
Say another word. What?
Mm-hmm. But if you don't care, why should I care? Like, you know what I mean? Like, But I don't agree about the National Guard. I believe, hey, you got all these people in the police force, but the police don't want to police the neighborhoods. Either they're scared, they feel like they don't make enough money, so that makes them lazy. That's their reason for being lazy, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard for me to believe with all the cops in this city. We got the city cops, you got the county police, you got, you know what I mean, even in places like Orangeburg, they got even public safety, you know what I mean, campus police, all that kind of stuff. All these officers floating around here, and you telling me you can't control a neighborhood, and you got guns and lasers and tasers and all kind of stuff, but you scared to patrol the neighborhood? Like you want to?
Do you think they're scared to patrol the neighborhood, or they just?
Some of them are scared. Some of them don't want to do it because they're underpaid. Because the city cop don't even make $40,000 a year. A county cop may make $40,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So they like.
So okay, all right. So if they feel that they're underpaid and they don't want to do their job, don't you think it's time to try to find something else to do? Like, I mean, a
lot of these people I don't want to offend anybody, but I mean,
since when?
But honestly,
did you hear that, Harry? Okay, all right.
But honestly, like truthfully speaking, like most of the cops, people don't grow up wanting to be cops. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, when we play cops and robbers, it looked good as a kid, but once
and then the reality hits like
then once you see a couple, once you see a couple of TV shows and then it's kind of like do you really want to work at? I mean, I just left the detention center. Those people look like they don't want to work there. They ain't happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? I just think the education, some of the people that just graduated from high school find it hard to get a job, and then these jobs are just easy to get because they got so much turnover. You know what I'm saying? So it's, the police force is growing every year. So, you know what I mean? If you're out of work, maybe that's something you want to do. Some of them, police officers, they went through school and, they were the ones that was picked on and, they felt like.
And so now it's
now it's just kind of like little man come big man, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think people like really want that job. It's just like, hey, I need a job. You know what I'm saying? I need this. I need health care. You know what I mean? I need this. I need that. I mean, maybe it is, but I just don't know. Like, if you weren't related to a cop or something like that, I don't see what the thrill of wanting to be a cop is. You know what I mean? Like, wanting to,
So you bring up an important point. I mean, some people probably do want to do it because they were picked on as some leftover trauma from their childhood.
They don't want to do the job. They don't want to do the job. The job, police work in community has always been footwork. They ride around in the car. You know what I mean? They don't get out. They don't interact with the people. You know what I'm saying? They don't play basketball with the kids. You know what I mean? They don't have a rapport with the community. You know what I'm saying? So nobody in the community respects them. So they just ride around and they just looking, you know what I mean? And if they see something, they see something. But most of the time, they want to harass somebody, they harass them. But most of the time, they just hoping to get through the day without having a problem. It's not like they on like highway patrol where you gotta have a certain amount of tickets and you gotta stop a certain amount of people. Like, you know, if it's a day that ain't nothing going on, nobody's gonna be mad with you that you didn't bring somebody in and you know what I mean? So they just trying to get, you know what I'm saying? They just trying to get through the day. You know what I mean? So it's a tough situation, but you know, bringing in the National Guard, you bringing in the military. You know what I mean? So I mean the military is for outside protection. Military, you know, you have protection on the inside. That's what law enforcement
also too, my issue, and I guess I'm former military, so my issue is you're calling in the National Guard, but what happens, and you're exhausting that force, right? The National Guard segment of the military population, especially with him trying to send people to New Orleans. We're in hurricane season, and during hurricane season or natural disasters, the National Guard are the first people that they call up. So, to be honest with you, you got these National Guard troops deployed on a BS mission. I'm just gonna call a spade. But then you may not have the what's the word I'm looking for? You may not have the resources to get down to New Orleans if another hurricane hits, or to Florida to help if another hurricane hits, because you got them picking up. They should, but not when you've got states like South Carolina and Florida and other states sending their National Guard troops, deploying the National Guard troops to go pick up trash in D.C., because that's what they're doing in D.C. They're bothering people and they're picking up trash in D.C. I saw the footage myself.
That's what South Carolina gonna join in anything that the president won't anyway, because him and the governor is tight. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's the South. So, you know how it go.
Let's put a pin in that. What do you think about the president's health right now?
His health?
His health.
Shit, ain't bad enough. He still running around doing crazy shit. He must be fine.
I mean,
Shit,
I think fine is.
I see him every day.
I think fine is subjective, right? I don't think he's fine.
Yeah.
I think he got some stuff going on.
Well, he look better than Biden, so we ain't gonna win that. We ain't gonna win that argument.
No, yeah, let's leave Biden. Let's leave that man out. That man ain't in the office no more. Leave that man out. But let's talk about the person that is.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about?
He can make it 2 years.
Who?
Trump.
Nah.
He'll live 2 years.
Nah, dog. If he make it the first quarter next year, I'll be surprised.
He don't look like he's gonna die.
I don't know.
You think he's gonna die?
I don't think that he's going to make it through. Now, I don't think he's going to die this year, but I don't think he's going to make it through the year. Why are you laughing, Harry?
No, I'm just saying.
I don't think he's going to die this year, but I don't think he's going to make it through this year as president. I think he's going to step down.
Yeah, no.
You think he... That man look bad, man.
Man, he going that turn. It'd be like Weekend. You ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? It'd be like Weekend at Bernie's. They'll just... If he dead, they'll still dress him up and put a voice behind him or something.
So I have mixed emotions about him being removed, right?
He ain't going nowhere. He's gonna wear his shit.
We kind of know what.
But then if he goes somewhere, we get Vance. It's the same thing.
Okay, that's what my mixed emotion comes in.
He done changed Vance. Vance even worse.
And Vance is coherent. Like
Vance was already awful. And then he took on President Trump's views, because he used to be against some of that stuff. He was. Because of the state that he comes from. Right. It's hard for him to win an election talking that shit that Trump talked, because you dealing with much. But I don't think that Vance has
workers. So even if Trump's removed and we get Vance, right?
He won't be removed.
How much money you want to bet?
Man, I don't gamble on that.
I think that man gonna step. I think he's gonna have to medically. I don't think it's gonna be I'm gonna step down
with his health.
What?
I mean, he might look bad. He's 80-something years old, but
listen. My daddy turned 80 on Sunday.
Ain't nothing wrong with
and my daddy is good. He's still out golfing. He's still doing the things.
What makes you think there's something wrong with his health?
You can clearly look at him and see that there's something wrong. Like, he's got bruises on his hands from the IV infusion that he probably gets every night. He probably gets ICU care every night. And they propped him up the other day to make that statement.
80-year-olds do get some kind of help to live.
Yeah, the bruising. He's got swollen legs.
Man, I'm 50 years. I ain't 50 years old. My legs swell up. Especially if you're wearing a knee brace, so you gotta.
He not wearing a knee brace though.
How you know he ain't wearing?
He can't walk in a straight line. Like, where have you been? What hole you been in?
Man, I don't watch the news. I'm be honest with you.
Clearly.
I could care less. None of that stuff bothers me anymore.
We don't want it to bother you.
I do watch the weather. I do turn in to watch the weather. I do want to know if it's gonna rain, if it's gonna be a hurricane coming. I'm fascinated with the weather, but I don't really care about.
Okay, but sir, we do a podcast about current events, so
I know I hear stuff. I bet you if
it was about Diddy, you would be listening.
I'm in the crime business, but you know what I mean. I know what I need to know, but I don't.
Okay, so let me Barbara Walters you real quick. Okay.
I like Barbara Walters.
You like her?
Yeah, back in the day, the old lady Barbara
She was cool.
Walters.
She had some good questions. Yeah, she did. She did.
My mama used to make me watch that shit. I'm for real, she did. She used to make me watch that news and stuff. Oh Lord, I gotta answer this. Hold on.
Okay. All right. So
did you want that job, or is this something you just want to do? Did you want to be a police officer?
So honestly, no. I never trusted cops.
So how did you become one?
Well, I was in the military, and I was going to be a combat engineer first. Mm-hmm. I pushed my date back. Mm-hmm. And the other stuff, like I could have been a veterinarian and all of those stuff. And I was like, I'm not sticking nothing animal-wise or whatever. Mm-hmm. I could have helped in the operations room. I was like, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. So cop was one of the best ones. Turned out, I actually love it. I can't stand the people I work with more times than not. Mm-hmm. But the job itself, I love.
Okay.
I was one of the cops that got out, walked around. I talked to people. I'm a people person. So it was good for me. Some of the crazy cases.
Well, you know, that's with any job. You take the good with the bad, right?
Yeah, you do something new for them.
Right.
Sometimes you don't want to be bored. Idle hands, you want to do something new.
Right.
So you don't want me to find something to do.
Right.
So it's nice to something.
Right.
Yeah, so there are people, like, I met a couple people who's like, I want to be a cop, and they actually became a cop.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with it. I didn't grow up with anybody that said that.
So
like when we were in high school,
but I met them.
Yeah, when we were in high school, even in college, like even the people that was in like what they call it, criminal justice. Mm-hmm. Like it might have been a few of them that wanted to be police, but I mean, it's like most of them were starting out in criminal justice. They were starting out with the idea that they were going to be lawyers. Or they were going to be paralegals, or they were going to be probation officers and things like that. And
the good part of it, yeah.
And then things just, you get out in the job market and everybody can't get a job.
Right.
Especially in South Carolina, so then that's the next thing they do.
So if you don't mind me asking, what's your take about the militarization of...
Is that a word?
Yes, it's a word.
Okay. I don't know. That's a very big word.
That's a big word for Elmo.
That's a big word.
It's a big word.
That's a big word.
Baltimore, D.C., New Orleans, L.A. What do you think about it? With your police background?
New Orleans recently. They did have the military, like Mardi Gras.
Well, for Mardi Gras.
Yeah, because that stupid ass man ran that truck through there last year.
It calmed down a lot. Yeah. Craziness I used to hear. I was actually there to see some of the craziness.
Right. But what about the National Guard being in the nation's capital? What you think about that?
They're already there, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, stationed there, right?
They got deployed there.
Yeah, but they just went around the block because where the White House is, right around the block is the hood. So they just went around the block.
But no, there were National Guard members from different states being deployed to DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just trying to save face, like everywhere else. It's not quite for us because all these other countries are looking at us anyway. Everybody TikTok, everyone in the military, they're showing everything of what's going on. So it's probably like one of those ways, we still handling our business. I don't know what we going through that man's head. I don't try to understand it. I don't keep up with it.
You want to know why? Because he's sick. Now let's get back to that. Wally.
The man isn't sicker than any other 80-something-year-old person. And he don't run the country anyway.
My daddy turned 80 on August the 23rd. My daddy's on blood pressure medicine, and that's it. So pick a better example.
I mean, that's one example. Most people that are in their 80s are struggling, like, health-wise. You don't have a whole lot of really, really healthy people at 80-something. The life expectancy is only 76 for white people and 74 for black.
That's all the stuff they put in our food and drinks.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's gonna tear your body out by the time you're 80-something years old. Your dad's just the exception. I mean,
would you like to make a friendly wager?
This man is not sick.
He is sick.
If he don't make it, he'll be assassinated. But they tried to do that. But so they really tight on him now.
Did they try to do that? Did they?
He got hit. A bullet is a bullet.
He didn't get hit. Did he get hit? Did he?
I mean, really, like, okay, like that's the same Tupac theory with Suge Knight. Like, okay, Suge Knight set up Tupac. Like, I don't know too many people that set you up and they're in the damn car with you. Oh, I wouldn't let somebody take a shot at me to prove anything. Like, that's just crazy. The bullet could miss. The bullet could have. Nah, I don't believe he that crazy. Okay, here, graze my ear. You know how hard it is to graze somebody?
Yes, I know how hard it is. And even if you're a sharpshooter,
it's hard to graze somebody.
There's nothing wrong with his ear. Like, it was staged.
Nothing.
You don't believe that?
So he had like the wrestlers, like he had like a blood pack or something. I'm trying to figure out how this was. It looked real to me. Shit, it looked real to me. Like, Trump's a lot of things, but I never.
Because if you have a sniper timid,
he
know what you're doing.
He says stupid stuff, but he's not a stupid man.
Because they would have went straight.
You know what I mean? He says
you military, you know what it is.
Exactly, for a sniper.
Man, nigga, I don't care who you is. Nobody's taking a shot at me.
Isn't it a child at this? Come on now.
I ain't got.
He wasn't the target.
No, well, who was the target?
Not him.
Who else could it be? Who else is important enough to take a shot at in front of all the people?
All right, Trump is sick. He's sick. He's gonna be removed before the end of the year.
Lord, you about bad as saying that they was gonna get rid of Obama all them years. It just ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
No,
we tried to impeach him.
He got impeached and he still did his term.
He got impeached twice.
And he still did his term.
When they remove him, I want to go to Papados. You ain't got to go with me because that's in Atlanta. I just need about $150. I just need you to run me them coins.
Unless it's an assassination, Trump ain't going nowhere. We gonna deal with that man these last 2 years.
Question: how do y'all feel about the deployment to those cities versus the fact that I think the Speaker of the House, his state has higher crime than any place else?
Where's this? He was
Louisiana.
Oh, but they're going down there. They in New Orleans now. It ain't Mardi Gras.
South Carolina has a higher crime rate than Maryland.
That's because we don't have a whole lot of people.
So you're even per capita. Why wouldn't you send? I'm not gonna win this argument with you, huh?
No, I think it's a conspiracy theory that that I don't see the conspiracy in it. I definitely think he's fucking with the hood, the black community.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why is he sending the National Guard to all blue states?
That's what he does.
There's not a red state
it's not anything political about it, because if he clean up crime, that actually helps the politician that's in that state.
What do you think was the catalyst of him sending?
Well, he's just fucking with black people, just like he fucked with the Mexicans.
That's
he don't
what
care.
I said.
I agree with that. Okay. I just don't think he's sick.
He is sick though.
I agree with.
You're basing that opinion on what you personally know, right? But you just watch the weather. Know. You just watch the weather, man.
I'm not one of those person that tune into the news to see Donald Trump walk and talk every day. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, he's got 2 years.
Okay, well, listen. Okay.
They're trying to scare off. Well, go through and pick up illegal aliens, and then scare the population to think that when it's time to vote, if you have the military presence out there, people not gonna come out and vote.
Oh shit! People don't come out and vote no way. So it don't matter if the military's out there or not. What else could make them not want to vote? They brought in a man that they went out and voted or didn't vote for, a man that clearly cost 1 million lives the last time he was in office, tore down the economy, raped women, not raped women, but not sexually, I don't know what the word is. Would they convict him of groping women, you know what I mean? This man is off the chain. This man is off the chain, man. And they didn't go out and vote then, so the military ain't gonna make black people. You don't need a tank there to scare black people from voting. Black people won't vote because they saw some stupid shit on the internet. You could do what the Russians did and blast some stupid ass shit through the internet, and it'll control everybody's African American's mind in the United States of America. And that ain't no theory. That's fact.
Well, it won't control you unless it's on the Weather Channel.
Well, when it gets closer to election, I do kind of pay attention a little bit to what's going on. Nothing's going on now, but the same bullshit that's been going on the last 100 years.
Okay.
The government ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that goes without saying.
It don't matter if it's a Democrat president or a Republican president. I would rather it be a Democrat president, and the only reason why I would rather it be a Democrat president because they tend to help the poor and middle class a little bit more than the Republicans. But they all up to some fucking bullshit. It's hard for me to go vote. Period. I only do it because my ancestors died for it, but if it wasn't for the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I don't, especially in South Carolina, you'll never have a president that elected president from South Carolina. Like nobody, your presidential vote don't count in South Carolina.
So that's not necessarily true.
If it ain't it's not a popularity contest. You can't win the popular vote. So your vote in South Carolina does not matter because no Democrat will ever win South Carolina ever. It don't matter. He could be damn. John Kennedy was the most revered white man in the world, and he couldn't win South Carolina. It's not gonna happen. So we're really going down there to vote for like senators and you know what I mean, people that can keep the president, whoever the president is, in line and in check to what's going on in the state. Mm. But this state the president don't even matter in this state. It's always gonna be a Republican nominee. So it doesn't. I don't really care about the president when I go vote. Because even though, like, I'm going to vote Democrat regardless, but I'm more concerned about who's the governor, who's the mayor, who's the city councilman, when I had kids in school, who's the superintendent, you know what I'm saying, who's the sheriff, you know what I mean? That's kind of more what I care about. But the president, man, shit, that ain't hitting in South Carolina.
I used to be of the belief that the president is just a figurehead. It really doesn't matter. But I gotta say that President Trump's administration and his presidency this go around has changed that, because the things that he's implementing, the things that he's just rubber stamping are these executive orders. They're hurting people. Like, it's causing real life consequences for people. So while I understand,
they'll never be bigger than COVID. I mean, this second term is not as bad as the first term. It's never going to be bigger than COVID.
Well, it's never going to be
we're
bigger
still paying for COVID.
No, absolutely. But also, I mean, you've got people that have been on Section 8 for years that are faced with not being on Section 8 now. Whatever your opinion is on people that are on Section 8, whether they should be on it for a limited time or a lifetime, or the generational pass down of this person being on Section 8 and it's passed down.
I think it should be 4 years. A lifetime is not fair.
I mean, I agree. I agree that that Section 8 housing should be a stepping stone. Like you fell on hard times and that you
4 years stack up.
Right, but that's not what people that right. The executive order that he just signed, I think they may have stopped it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, but it's not going to pass.
It's 2 years. But then people that have been on it over 2 years, you got like 90 days, or they said that you had 90 days.
He's not going to get that passed.
Right.
Because he does. This is the problem, especially with a lot of people that like. And I'm not saying this is you, but a lot of people that's fascinated with everything that Trump does. Trump doesn't have the power to do all of that stuff that everybody thinks that he's doing. He's saying it. But a lot of this stuff is he's saying it and he's making a big fuss about it, and he's trying to convince the states.
But here's the thing, though: if he signs an executive order, and it does matter, because if he signs an executive order and nobody challenges it in court, then it stands.
No, man, it's not going to happen. But Section 8
part, yeah, you're right.
Section 8 is a state order. It's a state. It's statewide.
But
it may have federal funding. And he could cut back on federal funding, but he can't just end Section 8. That's a state by state.
He's not trying to end it. He's not trying to end it.
He's trying to implement a two-year thing on it. But it still has to go through this is why Donald Trump is not important. It still has to go through your Senate, through your state Senate.
Okay, so let's look at it a different. Okay, so put a pin in that. Let's look at it a different way. You're saying that Donald Trump is not important and that he's just a figurehead. However, how we look on the world stage and this tariff BS that he's doing, that's having real life effect for small business owners everywhere.
But he did that the first time.
Not to the extent that he's doing it now. And also, how we look on the world stage, whether people want to realize it or not, it's important. Like it's important.
I don't give a shit about it, and I'm gonna say that on record. And this is why I'm telling you I don't give a shit, and this is why I'm cutting you off.
Okay,
it's because your people didn't go out and vote. Your people didn't go out and vote. We cannot complain about nothing now.
I can complain about whatever I want to.
You can complain about it because you
rock the vote,
but these niggas did not go out and vote. So all of this shit that's happening to them, good for you. I was fine. It don't matter who the fucking president is to me. You know what I'm saying? You may hurt shit. In most of our tax brackets, he helps us more than he hurts us. You know what I'm saying? Your tax bracket, my tax bracket, the things that Donald Trump does actually helps.
We're not talking about our tax bracket. We're talking about people.
No, I'm talking about what I care about is I don't have any kids in school, so I care about taxes, business taxes. You know what I mean?
And trust me, Uncle Sam cares about me a lot.
This the kind of thing I'm talking about.
He paid me too much attention.
But this is what we said 2 years ago. What? Hey, you better watch it because this is going to happen. This Project 2025. My first interview on this show was with a guy that was talking about Project 2025. And he was saying all of this stuff was going to happen and nobody was paying attention to it. Nobody was paying attention to it. Like, nobody was like, oh, man, Biden's old. Oh, that bitch Kamala put 30 black gang members in jail for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, the stuff that back when Biden was going for president, he implemented the 3 strikes law. Black people that argue about the 3 strike law kill me. Because the 3 strike law is designed to put someone away for life if they make 3 violent crimes. Why would you want somebody in your community that committed 3 violent crimes? Now, he may have been innocent the first time, but the goddamn other 2 times, something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
He was framed.
He all 3 times he was framed. He's a dangerous person if he committed, and I bet you he didn't commit these acts in Irmo or out in Lake Murray. This person committed these acts right here in our community. Why would you want him in the community? Shit, if I had it my way, we could take them out ourselves. Take out all these motherfuckers that don't mean that's robbing old ladies. Give them away. Give them away. They hurting the community.
You know, every podcast, I have to ask myself, why do I keep coming back to
Give them away. That's real. Who would want somebody in their community that done rape somebody and kill people and you know what I'm saying and steal from people and rob people? Who wants them in the community? The 3-strike law was one. Even though it incarcerated a lot of black men, because black men were you know what I'm saying, are the most people that were affected by this. But bro, when you got out the first time, you know what I'm saying, you knew it was a 3-strike law. When you got out the first time, that didn't trigger something. Hey, I better not go back in. Nigga, it's something to do besides go to jail. I can promise you that. I see people busting their ass, old ass men, and I could tell they done got out the joint, working at Church's Chicken and McDonald's. They'll do anything not to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shoot, that's what it is. But if you feel like, but what concerns me the most is when a person does a violent crime, they don't do it to the white man. You know what I'm saying? Not that I want them to hurt anybody, but they don't inflict pain on the white man. I in this shopping center right here, right? It's a black man I own 2 buildings. I'm black. It's a Korean. You know what I'm saying? It's an African. You know what I'm saying? And it's a white person. It says a white person on the other side. They'll bypass all of them motherfuckers. They'll bypass the foreigner, the Chinese man, the white man, and bring the drama to my doorstep. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? That's a mentality thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a person that doesn't need to be in the community. If you would bypass every other ethnic background and cause harm to the person that's in your community trying to do something to help you, if you want to inflict your anger on me and you bypass the white man, the Chinese man, the Indian dude, you ain't robbed the Indian store right there, the Shell gas station. You don't rob in that one, but you'll come over here and rob the black man over here.
So is that your perspective because of what you do?
No,
or is that just
it's my life experiences. Like I've seen that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you know that's why I don't really care no more. Like I care about like trying to help people that want to be helped, like the youth. But these grown behind niggas that don't vote, I give a shit about them. If whatever happened to them because they didn't go vote. And they ain't had to vote for president. They could have voted. We done had a Democratic governor before. It wasn't like Henry McMaster's couldn't be defeated. You know what I'm saying? Nobody won't fucking vote. We got, Columbia is Democrat.
It is.
So if we got, and Charleston is Democrat. The only other city in this state that has a large population that isn't Democrat is Greenville. You know what I'm saying?
Is Greenville a red?
Yeah, Greenville's a Republican city, but
Greenville's Republican or
Greenville's a Republican city.
I was about to say,
but Charleston and Columbia are Democratic cities. Charleston had a Democratic mayor forever. He had to get sick and leave. That's the only reason why he was there 20-something years. Governor Riley. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can win the governor seat. That's realistic in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. You can win, you know what I'm saying? You can win Florence. Clyburn been there forever. You can win Florence districts. You can win Orangeburg. You can win, you know what I'm saying, all of that Low Countries, Dorchester and Walterboro and all those places are black. You know what I'm saying? You can win those places. The reason why this state is so white and so red is them motherfuckers up in the mountains. All the way up there in Clemson and Seneca and Greenville and maybe not Greenwood, but Anderson and all them other little Cherokee, all them other places upstate. And then you go down to the lower country is that black people could Black people could, it's about even 50-50, but black people could win some stuff down there and help out up here for the presidency, but they don't go vote. They don't go vote. So if you don't go vote, if you lose your Section 8 and you didn't go vote, that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? That should show you need to get your ass out and go vote. That's just how they had to show you and for you to realize that this shit was real. Some people just don't get it until they feel it. So let them feel it.
So
let them feel it.
What do you think? Do you think that based on everything that's happened, I happen to believe that some of the things that the Trump administration has implemented has caused irreparable damage to our country. That's what I think.
But we had him as president before. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
He did the exact same thing.
He didn't do the exact same thing.
Oh my God! What did he not do? He went after the Mexicans.
He did.
He went after the blacks through the police.
He didn't necessarily go after the Mexicans. It was more so people that were from Muslim. He had a Muslim.
He went after the Mexicans too.
He did, but when he came down the gold escalator, it was more so.
Yeah, he tried to build a wall.
Right, but he did try to build a wall. But I think the difference between this presidency and his last presidency was that they took the 4 years that Biden was in office and they got organized. We're gonna put him back in, and that's where Project 2025 came in, and so. That's that's an organized playbook of this is what we're going to do if he gets back in, and nobody's going to stop us from doing it.
And I don't disagree with none of that, but guess what? We got what we asked for. We got what we asked for.
You don't think he cheated? You still don't think he cheated?
He won by a landslide.
He did not win by a landslide.
He did. He won the popular vote by a landslide. He won the electoral vote by a landslide.
Just call me a conspiracy theorist because I don't believe that man won.
Man, he won Pennsylvania. It's hard for a Democrat. It's hard for a Democrat to win. So you trying to tell me he won all the swing states? All of them? He won all the swing states. I don't believe that. And that's a hill I'm willing to die on. I don't believe that. I mean, if it was close, I'd say it was a conspiracy. But when it's a landslide, people didn't go vote.
Well, I'm going to continue to be in devil's advocate.
People didn't go vote.
I'm going to continue to be devil's advocate.
He didn't go vote. I said on this podcast.
You ain't hear everybody.
No, but I said on this ask Harry. We said on this podcast and during the election period, and we asked everybody, you know what I'm saying, you don't got to tell us who you voting for, but what do you feel about this election? Well, I ain't even going to vote. It's like picking between the two evils. I ain't gonna vote. Oh, I ain't messing with no Kamala. I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I just not gonna vote. Oh, Trump ain't bad. They say Trump ain't that bad. The economy was better when we had Trump. Oh, COVID wasn't his fault. I want
you to ask some same people
one after another
about their groceries and if they feel like their economy wasn't
But
bad.
this is what you don't understand. If you go out and you line up, this is how they get polls. You go out line up 10 people. And they all say that their mind's not going to change on election day. If you go line up 10 people out there right now, and all of them say, if you go line up, this is a black neighborhood, go line up 10 niggas out there. And they say, hey man, who'd you vote for in the 2024 election? They gonna say, I ain't vote. Oh man, I ain't messing with no Kamala, man. She locked people up. Oh, Trump ain't that bad. Trump, my man. I ain't had people say, Trump, that's my dog. Come on, man. That man.
Wow.
Man, that man, the internet won that election. That's how I feel. The internet won that. They tore Biden down so bad, and then they tore Kamala down so bad because, you know, I mean, she was two problems. She had some African American. No, she was three problems. She had some African in her. She had a white husband, and she was a woman. She didn't stand a chance. Not in this country. Not in this country. A female probably ain't gonna never be president in this country. But if one does, it ain't gonna be no black woman. I can tell you that much. I think Michelle Obama would have the best chance out of anybody, but I don't even think she would win. Not on election day. They'll come up with some shit. Oh, she's got a fucked up attitude. You know what I'm saying? They'll come up with some shit,
You
man.
so spicy today. What's going on? You good?
No, I'm not spicy. It's
Are
just,
you sure?
No. It's aggravating to me. Not for you because we on a panel and I know you voted, but it's aggravating for me for somebody to take up for people who didn't do what they were supposed to do. And I'm like that as a parent. You know what I mean? If you didn't do what you're supposed to do, then you have yourself to blame for it. If you're going to speak for these people and what it's doing to the country, you need to hold them responsible for what they did. But you don't believe that he won the election, so that doesn't hit that way for you. But for the people that do believe that he actually won the election because people didn't vote, it's aggravating to us to hear people complain about it now.
So whether he actually won or didn't win, or the numbers or whatever, that's irrelevant at this point because he's living in the White House.
And he only got 2 more years. So start getting ready for the next election and stop worrying about this shit.
All I'm gonna say is
time to get the boots on the ground.
When it's time, I'm gonna call you and say, hey, you can cash at me my Papa Dole money.
Well, I didn't bet on that. I'm not God. I don't know when a man could. I
didn't say he's gonna die.
I done seen 40-year-olds have a heart attack. So he could have a heart attack tomorrow.
I think that man's sick.
I can't bank on what God got planned for that man. But I can tell you this right here. I'm not fussing about Section 8 and what he's doing to welfare and healthcare and all this other stuff and tax on the Mexicans and the man got 46% Hispanic vote, the largest ever. He want to send your motherfucking ass home and y'all voting for him? Come on, man. It just didn't make no damn sense. Like, what do you think he was gonna do? But some of these Mexicans think like rich niggas think. They think, oh, well, I came over here the right way. They should come over here the right way. Oh, why? I had the opportunity to take my classes. Why did they take their classes? You know what I mean? They should go back home. They giving Mexicans a bad name. They doing crimes. They believe in all of this MS-13 gang shit that fucking Trump saying. Yeah, is it a gang? Is it Mexican gangs? Hell, it been Mexican gangs. That ain't never damn changed. Do Mexican gangs go around just killing people at random? No. You had some incidents of that, and they made it seem like some TV shit. Just like they put on TV how bad fucking Compton is in South Central. And then you go there and you're like,
this it?
Where's all the shit at? Like, I'm supposed to be ducking behind trash cans from bullets and, you know what I mean, being ran on. Like, what set you claim? Like, it's none of that. Like, they don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like just TV and the perception that they put out there, this stuff. And the Mexicans, man, they fell for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They got over here, they made some money. Some of them got their own businesses, and then they turn their back on the people that came over here to struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with black people. You know what I mean? We saw this before. It's not like we didn't see it. It's like if you didn't see it coming, that's one thing. But you saw it before, and you still made the same mistake. So who cares? You don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. You don't care. So why should I care? Like your kid, you know, falls playing on him and bumps his head. He said, "I'll stop playing over there. I told you about playing over there." And then they go bump their head again. What are you supposed to do? Hold them? They're supposed to say, you got what you're supposed to get because you went over there and you did it again. You were already, I felt it coming down. I said, damn, this thing's moving. I felt it. I didn't do anything. I just felt it going down. Maybe because I had my elbow on it.
That's because you was fussing.
No, I wasn't fussing. I'm just saying, I'm tired of people talking about I'm just tired of people talking about Donald Trump. I'm just tired of people talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is, 2 years, you're going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? He can't be reelected again. What you need to be worrying about is how they boosting Vance up to take his damn spot. And he's gonna do the same shit and worse, bless you. He's gonna do the same shit and worse. So that's what you need to be trying to find. Democrats need to start paying attention, like who's next and who we gonna put out here to defeat this man, and you know, I don't know. I haven't heard anybody talking about anybody, and we're only 2 years away.
Yeah.
See, they preparing for life after Trump. They want to run with the MAGA shit. They're gonna run with it.
Gavin Newsom is setting himself up.
Who's
governor.
that?
He's the governor of California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think he's setting himself up to be a contender for 2028.
Man, we need if Democrats gonna elect somebody, they need to elect somebody that's like parents were factory workers. They like live in Pennsylvania, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been losing that Midwest. That's tough, man, because those are Democrat states. You can't lose those states. You can't lose those states. And both times Trump won presidencies, he won those states. And then when he didn't win those states, Biden became president. You can't have...
I think after the chaos of this administration, I think the tide is going to turn. But that's just my personal opinion. I think enough people have been affected by Trump's policies and this administration that they are going to think twice about voting for it. There are people that I know personally that have been lifelong Republicans that will not vote for or did not vote for Donald Trump based on the first administration. Yeah. And then there are a lot of people that are independent that have to vote one way or the other, right? Because they don't have it, that they
But you're missing, and this is what Democrats do. I've been a Democrat a long time. This is what we do. We missing the whole thing, right? So you're saying like the people that voted for Trump this time are not gonna vote for him again, right? So he's gonna lose some support, right? But you know where he's gaining support at? 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. Those are the people that are going to be voting in the next 2 years. They're the ones looking at this thing at a different way. Can we win them? Because we ain't worried about who we lose. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Because the people that he lose, that's just going to be the people
that's a valid point.
You know what I mean? You got to, you need to
be. Well, then, so it's going to be up to the Democrats to
hit that internet,
to mobilize and
hit the internet. Right. The reason why Barack Obama would have never won the presidency if it wasn't for the internet. Hillary didn't recognize the power of the internet and lost to him.
Well, I think Obama was also a grassroots effort too. Like he had a lot of people on the ground. A lot of people.
He did.
His ground game was crazy.
They took that internet over though. Nobody was running all of that stuff on the internet and politics. Yeah. You know what I mean? He took them by surprise, and by the time they figured it out, it was too late. Yeah. Hillary got caught way off guard. Yeah. But then when
she got a little bit too big for her britches. Like she didn't.
I think she just thought, hey, my husband was a good president, no matter if he had some infidelity. She took for granted some of the states that she should have gone and paid more attention to. She thought it was going to be a landslide. Right. That's what I'm saying. If you're going up against, if your team is telling you, hey, we love Barack, but he's not experienced and he's black. They're not gonna put their trust in there. But what we will do is we may make him our vice president or something like that. Mm-hmm. They were and they're trying to make back deals with him. Like, hey, you at 30%, so we just drop out the race and do what you did 4 years ago and endorse Hillary. You know what I mean? Like. That was Hillary. Barack was Hillary's guy. You know what I'm saying? But Barack just wanted to. He was just going. So what they do is they go out there and just test the waters, and then you start picking up 20%, 30%. But this man just kept going up in the polls and kept going up in the polls and kept in the college. The 16, 17-year-olds. By the time it got time for them to vote. The election, it was 18, and he was this fascinating character that all these people wanted to be around. So you know what I mean. His strategy was good, and I read the book. They still never thought that he was going to win that year. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be to build him up to win. If Hillary messed up so bad, you know what I mean, and then they had to back out. They had a strong candidate that could come in. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a build up, but man, with the internet and the young vote, and then he had the black. You know, he split. She got a good bit of the black vote, but he still got most of the black vote. You know what I'm saying? It was just easy, and then younger white men liked him. You know what I mean? Because he was talking about. But where he really struck it big at was he embraced the gays. Nobody, no president has ever like embraced them. Like when he embraced them, come on, man, that's where the country was going. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the statistics, but I would be willing to put out there that at least 30-something% of America is you know, related, either has or are gay, or they have a you know, a child or someone that is gay. So you know what I mean, you gotta recognize that.
A very wide demographic of the LGBTQ
so, you know,
community.
Right. So he hit right at the right time. And that's how that happened. And see, that's what we need to be trying to find the next Barack Obama. It don't even have to be black, it could be a white man. But somebody that's got that kind of character or whatever, because I mean, and we just need a little bit of time to groom a female. Like, we can't come back female again. Like Kamala's done. Like 2 years from now, please don't run. Like, you cannot win. Like, you would hurt us more than you would help us. So that's what I just, you know.
Just
it's over.
It's over.
It's politics. She rolled the dice. You know what I'm saying? It was a good effort, but you know what I mean. This country ain't ready for that. You know what I mean? We can't put her out there like that again, knowing how important it is to not get JD Vance. If you get JD Vance, oh, you done.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's smoke,
something else
because he's already got some crazy ass ideas, and then he has adopted Trump's crazy ideas. So he got his own madness and Trump's madness. It'd just be wild.
It'd be too much.
It'd be buck wild. You're talking about 2 years, Section 8. You might get rid of Section 8, period. Might get rid of housing.
That won't be helpful.
I doubt he can, but you know what I mean? I doubt they'll let that happen. But, because, you know, against the popular belief, white people like black people in a box in the middle of the city, surrounded by police, churches, bad food, and you know what I mean? And they don't want us on the outskirts. They like us to be neutralized right in the middle, right, like that. So, you know what I mean? They don't mind housing. They don't want it to be a thing where they got to build affordable stuff out, you know what I mean?
In suburbia.
In suburban neighborhoods, you know, it's already enough niggas out in Elgin and that's how they think, you know what I'm saying? It's already too many for them already. Like, this is, like, they don't understand, you know what I mean, where we get all this money from and credit and all this kind of stuff. They don't get it. They never, and they largest imagination thought that we'd be over here in Lake Carolina and all of this stuff. This was the rich black this is the rich side of you know, Northeast, right here by Park Lane. I mean, it's tore up now. It's tore up now because they moved to the summit, and then the people that was in the hood moved here because the houses had to be sold. And you know, Barack had that thing going, you know what I mean?
He did.
500 credit scores and all these other people can get in houses and stuff. So now those people could afford to come here. So, you know what I mean? So now the people that are here, unfortunately, they what they did there, they're doing here. So, you know what I mean? It's just kind of, it's a bad situation. But white people love for us to be neutralized in the middle of the city. So they probably won't want to deal away with housing and deal with stuff where they have to start building stuff out on the outskirts and affordable stuff, housing and stuff and all that, more housing developments and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we're going to wrap it, though.
All right. And with that, we are concluding this night's episode of Real Talk with King and Sharif. We will see you next time. I am King.
I'm Sharif.
We out.
We still did a time.